should have put this over there. It's kind of too late. Okay, so here's the deal. We're about to have a webinar, and I'm super fired up about it. You see me looking both ways because I forgot to put my cameras on the same thing. So I'm talking in two ways. I'm Lakeisha Michelle, and here's the thing. I'm super fired up about bringing more health conversation to my community. One thing I know for sure is that I'm sick and tired of losing people for reasons that we could have at least tried to curb as a result of our health, as a result of what we're putting in our body. And it's not that you have to start thinking about, never getting to eat anything good. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is let's make our body a priority. Let's make our fitness a priority. And I just trip out because I was always trying to figure out how to have this conversation. So I was looking at my YouTube channel. Hey YouTube, sorry, my camera's in two directions. This will be quick because we got a meeting at 7 o'clock, literally in a few minutes. YouTube, I'm gonna place the comments. I'm gonna log on to YouTube and place the comment there. But here's the deal. I was on my YouTube channel and I'm looking, and years ago, I was doing fitness videos. And not because I want to be a personal trainer. I always kept wondering what possessed me to post a fitness video, being that I'm not a fitness person. Well, when I really think about it, I just am interested in making sure that everybody is thinking about their well-being, their wellness. Now YouTube, I just dropped the comment, the link in the comments. So we're about to have a webinar at 7 p.m. Central, which it is 6:52 now. And on this webinar, I'm going to bring my girlfriend Cece. Well, first of all, I'm not bringing her. She's going to tell us and show you guys how we can really focus on these three things. How many of you guys want to look good? I don't know about you, but the majority of the things that we do is because we want to look good or we don't want to look stupid. So, and then you can point that in any direction. Most people never start because they don't want to look crazy. Most people, when you walk into a room, the first thing you're thinking about is, how are my clothes, or should I pull on something? My mom taught me when I was a kid, don't walk in somewhere and start yanking, ladies, yanking and pulling things out of crevices. She was like, divas don't do that. No, right? And that has everything to do with your size and with feeling comfortable in your clothes. And it's not that you need to be skinny. Let's be clear. Everybody ain't made to be skinny. We're talking about health first. Health is, I don't want to lose my father to heart problems or cholesterol problems or diabetes. Health is, I don't want to lose my fill in the blank. Everybody's lost somebody to something that has to do with health. So it's something that we need to make priority. Here's what we do. We make our jobs priority. And that's why we're going to have a money conversation. Because let me tell you, there are some really smart things that we can do with our money for less than $1,000 that in the next 2 years grows exponentially. Tell me this, do you have something where you can put your money in and in the next 2 years it's going to grow and multiply as a result of you working on your sexy? I don't know about you, but now I did. But I didn't, and so it was just an easy yes for me. The Bible tells us that we need to have leverage. There's a scripture in Proverbs 14:4. The scripture says that where there is no ox, the manger is clean. But where there is an oxen, there's an abundant harvest. And what that is saying is that ox represents a tool. That ox represents a business model, a part of a business model. That ox represents something that when you put it to work, it's going to work and multiply for you. So for example, let's talk about this. As we are chilling on a Sunday night, let me show you guys something. Let's look at that scripture. There's a farmer, okay? He has this much land. If you the farmer, how about this? We're gonna make it real personal. This is your land right here, okay? Everybody type land in the comments so I can make sure you ain't asleep. Type land in the comments. So this is the land that you own. So no matter how much work you do, you are only going to be able to get this much results. Everything inside of this little square, no matter how much slaving you do, you could work all the possible hours in a week on your land. And this is the maximum amount that you're going to be able to produce. But oh, by the way, you're the landowner and you also have children. You have bills. You have aspirations. You want vacation. There are things that you desire. And so in that scripture, it talks about an oxen. Now, if I, as a farmer, if you go and invest in this oxen is going to cost you something. You right now, this is all you can do. So this is what you have. No matter how much you do, this is what you have. So in order to invest in that oxen, you're going to have to take something from what you have. And a lot of times we don't want to do that. We're not willing to take something out of here. We're not willing to take a few dollars in the bigger picture. We're not willing to take a few dollars out of here so that we can go and buy the oxen. Because when we get the oxen is going to be able to support us. Now, when we first get the oxen, we're going to have to manage the oxen. So please, if you don't even come to my webinar, understand the thinking that I'm telling you you need to acquire. Because we're so busy at the concert. I had somebody say, oh, I got to go to the concert. But how many broke people at the concert? Oh, I just went shopping for my kids. You know, they got new clothes. But you can't invest in healthier food for your children and a healthier lifestyle. We got to change the way we think it. So as the person that it can only work this much, think about it. It's going to require you to take a little something out of here and go buy the oxen. The oxen has to be bathed. You got to buy tools for the oxen. So you're going to have to spend $1,000, right? And you're like, oh my God, I got to feed my kids. I can barely pay bills. Why would I spend $1,000? Why would I spend $600, right? But then, once you get all the tools and the oxen, the first couple weeks, you're able to do this much work now because you have the oxen. And then the more you and the oxen can learn how to flow together, and the more you learn about the business of an oxen and all that it requires to manage this oxen, here's the best part. This oxen already starts to bring you more food. So now you can feed your family and sell some food, and now you make a profit. Everybody, the link is in the comments. This is what we're getting ready to have a conversation about. Because what we're talking about is having an abundant life. So not only are we going to talk about building your body from the inside and then out, but we're also going to, for those of you that are interested in getting an oxen, you can do either or, where there's no pressure. But listen, now that you have the oxen, you can do this much. Then you're gonna, the next couple weeks, the oxen is more trained, you understand it, now you're doing this much. And sooner or later, you can take the money from the production that you've been able to do and buy another oxen. And so now, you have 2 oxen. And so now you can cover your whole land and have an abundant harvest. Now you can take, because guess what? You was doing this by yourself. So all of this you can take, sell more of the food from your land, make more money. Now your wife and or your husband happy. Now your kids are happier. Now y'all got vacation. Now your oxen have a better manger. Like it's going down because now you were smart. You took an initial, wasn't even a loss, but we look at it as a loss. Because you look at what I ain't got it right now. This ain't for these people. You got that I ain't got it mentality, you will always be there. And I feel really kind of bad because that's where you're going to always be. And it never ends unless you decide it to end. Unless you say, even though I feel like I don't have it, I'm going to go listen. I'm going to go learn and figure out what I don't know. Because what I do know is I keep doing the same thing, I'm going to get the same results. Right now, we're having a conversation about how to have a better body, better health, and a better bank account. This is happening right now. Look at the comments on YouTube, right here on Facebook. Meet me. This webinar starts at 7, which is literally right now. I just put the comments in. Let's see. I got the link here on, hey Lala. I got the link here on YouTube, and I have it on Facebook. So guys, I'm so passionate about this because we can't keep dropping off the earth because of our uneating healthy. That's such a selfish reason when you have all this life to live. You have all this family, all these people who care about you. Maybe you say, I don't have no family. Whatever. You weren't put on this earth on accident, and it's up to you to change. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. All day long. Take responsibility for where you are and where you want to go. Let's get us some oxen. Let's have an abundant harvest. Let's look good while we're doing so, okay? I'm going to see you guys on the webinar. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace out.